On August the 19th, Moscow awoke to the sound of tanks and the news that Gorbachev was ill. An emergency committee had taken over.
Давай, 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 давай. Давай, 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 давай. Так, подожди, ты ходить можешь? Держи. Держи.
Water.
You? English?
Yes.
Ти джиско, ти жермелин сърце ушки, мано. Медленнее, пей медленнее. More. Slow. Much water. But slow. You hurt?
Yes.
It is bad?
It is very painful.
How you do it?
A bomb. Explosion.
We must look at it, clean it. Something to eat?
Yes, please.
Your name?
Julia.
Huh?
Julia.
Ruslan.
Any news?
People moving out of Grozny.
Sounds like they're expecting some serious fighting.
Yes, they can.
Оставьте их, это наши друзья. Hello, Julia. You're welcome. But you know it's no longer safe here. You better go back.
Just this one load of medicine from Nazra and then we leave.
We're waiting for the big part of the bombs. Soon, Ruski soldat attack Grozny. It's too dangerous for you. You better go back.
We saw the tanks and artillery at the border, but Ishmael, we know the war is coming. That is why we must bring more medicine. Do you understand?
You see, Pasayevtok, all foreign people must leave. Ruski attack Grozny, and then we cannot protect you anymore. You see? Please, go back.
But we must.
No! You better go back. It's too dangerous for you. Back.
What was all that about?
They're expecting an attack. Dudyev and Bazyev have ordered all the foreigners out.
Oh my god. They know what they're doing.
Yes, but if there's going to be an attack on Grozny, then these supplies will be even more important.
True, but it helps no one if we become 2 more casualties. Julia! What?
I'm going to Grozny.
You heard what she said!
I'm just going to go and come straight back.
I will come with you!
No! Look, it's pointless risking both of us, and when it starts, you'll be needed more than me. You're the doctor. I'll be back before you know it. Ishmael!
Be still.
What are you doing?
A piece of metal. It's very small, but if you move, it could cut artery.
I didn't ask.
Are you ready? It will hurt. There. It's out. Antibiotic tablets.
Antibiotics? Are you a doctor?
My mother. When I want to spend summer here alone, she sent up medicine to a small hospital.
Lucky for me.
Without antibiotics, I must take you to hospital right away. Carry you down on back. Try if you like.
No, thank you.
Okay, you better get sleep.
We weren't expecting you. We're packed up and ready to go.
This will be the last load then.
Теперь уезжай, Джули, с Иветой, Николь. Машину оставь здесь, она тебе ни к чему. Мы ее разгрузим сами. Я заказал такси. Все туда уже упаковано. Машина ждет за домом. Уезжайте с миром.
Нет.
Мне надо забрать грузовик. Он нужен, когда война.
Девочка моя, ну зачем тебе так рисковать? У тебя совсем нет времени.
You bet, Nicole, you go on, I'll be fine. Let's get on with it then, shall we?
It's all right. It's me. I'll not hurt you.
You're keeping me here.
The door open. You can leave anytime you want.
You know I can't. I can't walk.
So, we wait till you can.
I must get out of Chechnya.
You not in Chechnya.
Where am I?
Республика Кабардино-Балкария. It's the next Республика from Chechnya.
And is the war here?
No. You safe. I am Кабардинец. You know? Черкес. I must cook this. Try to sleep.
Но мы же видели, как она приехала.
Это так. Но она уехала вместе с двумя медсестрами.
Это не так. Мы же видели, сколько человек было в такси. Их было двое. Понятно говорю? Двое, понятно говорю.
Она наклонилась на заднем сидении. Я сам видел, как они ушли вместе.
Тогда зачем же она оставила свою машину здесь? А? Машина-то все еще здесь.
Она сказала, что ей машина нужна здесь.
Врешь ты все, старик.
Солнца или чаю. Они ушли. Но вернуться. Пойдем со мной, дочка. Побудешь у моих сестер. Там безопаснее. Давай.
out of here! Don't leave me! Help! Let me out!
Given the nature of these circumstances, I think it inadvisable.
Morning, Simmons.
Morning, Mr. Ambassador. We'll finish this later, Anna.
No, do please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
I see you're safely back at the embassy.
Yes, sir. I arrived back this morning at 2.
I gather we've heard from the kidnappers.
Yes, sir. As usual, demanding the entire mint.
There's no need to rush these things. You've been in touch with the, what was it, some charity she was working for?
Yes, sir. The protocol is clear. She's British, therefore we have to deal with her.
What about her family?
The father's English, the mother German.
What the hell was she doing in Grozny? Dudayev had told all foreigners to leave, hadn't he?
Yes, sir, he did.
You've informed the NGOs, the Red Cross and so on, anywhere we have a national?
Oh, yes, sir.
Good. Yes, just as well. We've got to be careful. We don't want to end up by being blamed just because some damn foolish young woman has put herself in harm's way.
Absolutely, sir.
But why did she clear off? We've got enough to do without rescuing would-be heroes.
One interesting thing, sir. The kidnappers want us to send somebody to negotiate, but not in Chechnya, in a town called Nazran in neighboring Ingushetia.
Or maybe they've moved her. The Russians are convinced they'll be in total control of Grozny in a day or two.
Yes, sir. The kidnappers won't want to hang about there.
Or maybe it's a bluff. They'll know we'll let the Russians know. Well, keep me posted, but don't give in to any demands, not yet. With any luck, the Russians will find her. Save us the trouble and the money.
Ты ее кормил? Она для нас бесполезна, если подохнет.
Кормил, но мало. Еды почти не осталось.
Принеси-ка еды, старик. Русские собаки бешеные приближаются. Надо перевозить ее отсюда.
И куда ее везти?
Из Грозного в горы. Там надежнее. Ты ведь отправил свою семью в Осетию, не так ли?
Да, они погибли в 92-м. Дом пустует.
Отлично. Где это?
В горах, юго-западнее Владикавказа.
Пойдет, бери УАЗик.
Не понял, где я возьму УАЗик?
Мать твою, я знаю откуда! Достань! Хоть из-под земли! И как можно быстрее! Не густо. Мы потеряем 1 миллион зеленых, если она подохнет.
Я достал немного сыра.
Тащи сюда. Дай немного.
Дай сюда.
Morning, Johnny.
Lads,
There you go.
Thank you. This is your brief, old boy. I don't relish making that phone call.
Yes. Well, I suppose we should get on with it then. This looks like a Berkshire number.
Hello, yes?
Is this Mrs. Jameson?
Yes? Who is this?
Mrs. Jameson, my name is Richard Pearson from the Foreign Office in London. Is Mr. Jameson about?
Yes. Yes, one moment, please. Robert? Robert? The Foreign Office on the phone.
Yes? This is Robert Jameson. What can I do for you?
Mr. Jameson, I have some news regarding your daughter. Julia Jameson is your daughter, is she not?
Yes, of course she is. What's happened?
Could you tell me where she is right now?
Who did you say this was?
Yes, excuse me, Mr. Jameson, I'm sorry. My name is Richard Pearson. I introduced myself to your wife. I'm from the Foreign Office in London.
Yes, okay. Well, what can I do for you?
I was talking about your daughter, Julia. Do you know where she is right now?
As far as we know, she's in Russia. She's a volunteer nurse working for some NGO.
Mr. Jameson, I'm afraid I have some rather disturbing news for you. Julia has been kidnapped. We think by gangsters in the south of Russia.
Kidnapped?
When did she last contact you?
Kidnapped? For what? Why?
Mr. Jameson, we shall do everything possible to have her released. Our embassy is working on it. I just wanted you to know before you heard it through other sources. Now, I need some information from you. Please tell us, when was the last time she contacted you?
Just one moment, please. I think she called her mother.
And she called me from Moscow about 10 days ago. She said she was returning to some place in the south. I can't remember the name. She said that telephone contact from there would be difficult.
You heard her about 10 days ago from Moscow.
Mr. Jameson, okay. Here is all the information we have. The gangsters are demanding a ransom for her release. The embassy in Moscow will start negotiating. But please, do not inform the press or answer any questions should they contact you. This will only complicate matters. We will remain in contact. This is my number, so please write it down. 0207
0207
258
58
999
999
86.
86.
Mr. Jameson, these negotiations may take some time. But please, not to worry. These kidnappers are only interested in money. Your daughter will not be harmed. You will hear from us soon.
Лестницу давай. Выходи! Выходи! Завяжи эту суку!
It was beautiful.
Thank you. Спокойной ночи.
Спокойной ночи.
Азамат, мабы Руслан шхинтаа кузасгапашаа илши амалим усвэптишнш салам гуапи свэпшинш. Хунга?
Хунш, эстажинш.
Ата усиншу.
Эшва.
Yes?
Good morning. How are you?
Better than yesterday.
We'll see. We should have done this last night. You need that to wash.
I'm sorry, it must be pretty obvious that I do.
Change into this. I have jeans, but not wise to put over wound. But this will be so big on you like dress. You have small temperature. Must to take antibiotic. You took one last night?
Yes.
Half an hour after eat breakfast.
Дай уж. Упсал.
Спасибо.
Цитишь наш хая?
Зыри!
Слушай, лодка переслоха чайку бы, а?
Я попозже тебе сделаю, хорошо?
Я сам сделаю.
Нет, нет, подожди. Не надо, не ходи туда.
Ты кого-то скрываешь от меня?
Ну, да, видишь, ты догадался.
Бог ты мой, кто это? Неужто сама царица гор к тебе пришла, а?
Это не то, что ты думаешь. Она...
Она? У тебя там женщина, Руслан. Ну ты, брат, даешь. Это после всего того, что ты говорил, что тебе нужно побыть одному? Где ты взял здесь женщину? Разве что каменную королеву к себе в гости пригласил. Ты просто свил себе здесь любовное гнездышко. Ладно, не мути душу, говори, кто это?
Перестань. Я тебе сказал, это не то, что ты думаешь.
Конечно, нет. Она чистая и невинная, и вы сидите длинными теплыми вечерами и смотрите на звезды. Руслан, все нормально. Здесь нет ничего такого. Каждому мужчине нужна женщина.
Послушай, она как раз чистая и невинная. По крайней мере, с тех пор, как мы встретились. Это англичанка, понятно? Ее захватили бандиты и держали где-то здесь, наверное, поблизости. И она сбежала, представляешь? И вот шла, вышла к моей хижине.
Только не говори мне, что это Джулия...
Откуда ты знаешь?
Нас в селе каждая курица знает. Все телевидение и радио только трещит о том, как ее захватили бандиты.
Это представляешь, что теперь начнется, когда все узнают, что она у меня?
Ничего не начнется. Наоборот, героя получишь. Представляешь, кабардинский скрипач спасает англичанскую леди из рук бандитов. Давай отвезем ее в город.
Так в том-то и дело, что ее нельзя отвезти. Я вытащил из нее шрапнель, она потеряла много крови. Да. Ее просто нельзя, ей двигаться много.
Из ноги? Так ты что, ее лечишь?
А что я должен был делать?
Ничего, я шучу. Ладно, Руслан, я поехал. Все будет как нельзя лучше. Все, что нужно, это вылечить ее, отвезти в город и стать героем.
Ну, все шутки шутишь, но если на самом деле кто-нибудь узнает, что она у меня...
Никто ничего не узнает. Никто не узнает даже, что я был у тебя.
Слушай, мне еще нужно отомстить. Мне еще нужно... Еще, может, из одежды что-нибудь там, джинсы, блузку.
Какого она хоть размера?
Я откуда знаю? Она же лежит все время.
Лежит?
Как я тебя терплю, скажи мне? Я бы сказал так, что она одного размера с этим.
Послушай, откуда тебе известен размер моей невесты? Ладно, я все понял. Что-нибудь еще?
Ну, я не знаю, что еще. Шампунь, мыло.
Я понял, я лучше знаю, что нужно девушке.
Только я тебя умоляю, не проговорись, хорошо? Ты знаешь, что может начаться.
Все будет хорошо. Если только она тебя не...
Так, все. What's the matter? What are you doing?
Who was that?
Just a friend? He brought this from my mother.
If he was a friend, why didn't he come in?
It's better. No one knows you're here.
Why? You want to keep me here so you can...
No, of course not.
So he's gone to get some more friends, has he?
What? He comes back in a few days with some more food.
Don't touch me! Get out! Go on, get away
Да
from me!
перестань, чё? Слышь, перестань! Он не мог сюда войти, потому что ты здесь лежишь. Это не принято у нас. Пока ты находишься здесь, в доме, ни один мужчина не может к тебе войти. Ни чужой, ни друг, ни брат. Ты хоть это понимаешь? Что мы, по-твоему, здесь дикие, да? И из-за тех подонков ты будешь думать, что мы все такие? Я помогу тебе, Джулия. I'll help you. Believe me. You're safe, Julia. As soon as you're better, we get you out of here. Okay? All right. Rest. You're safe here. You understand? You understand? Right. Try calm down.
That is out of the question. $1 million. There is no way the British government could authorize a figure like that. Absolutely out of the question.
You rather she died?
That's in the hands of your friends.
I thought you Westerners were supposed to care for your people.
We do. And that is why I am here negotiating with you. Even though you're party to a criminal conspiracy. Now, we are willing to talk, but you're going to have to come up with something far more realistic than a ridiculous demand like that.
I did not kidnap her. I'm just here trying to get her released.
Then, I suggest you go back to your principals and ask them to come up with a far more reasonable figure.
How much would you be willing to pay?
Мистер Симмонс ответит на этот вопрос завтра, когда он проконсультируется со своим посольством.
$1 million. But that's nearly £700,000. It'll wipe our savings out.
We have to. Robert, what else can we do? She is all we have. Oh, Susan.
What? What's happened?
It's Julia. She's been kidnapped in Russia.
Oh, God.
Susan, did Julia contact you at all from Russia?
Yes, the same day she called her mother.
You have to eat now. You my guest. And nothing bad can happen to you. And I have duty to protect you with my life, if necessary. You understand?
Why your duty? Because of your religion?
Religion? Well, I don't know if it is religion. We call it Habza.
Habza?
Habza. Our code of conduct, etiquette. But it's more than that. It's older than religion. It's what makes us what we are. Adiga.
Adiga? What is that?
Да. Adiga mean Cherkess. We Kabardans are also Adiga or Cherkess.
Cherkess? You mean Circassian? I've read about you. I'm so tired. So confused.
You should tell me what happened. You don't have to, of course. But things stay inside. Poison everything. Let it out, Julie.
The leader, his name was Arbi, was hard and tough. he was only interested in me for the money. I was sure I was going to die eventually. There was no hope at all. At one stage, I thought I had died. There was this beautiful sound. It must have been your violin. I remember thinking that if that was the sound of death, then it wouldn't be too bad. So it was then I just gave up. I knew I'd come to the end. I couldn't take one more step.
Yes. And then you opened your eyes and knew you had died, and there was this devil looking at you.
I'm sorry.
I don't know the hut where you were, but you must have traveled at least 30 kilometers with that leg. All right then. I'll leave you for a while.
I don't know. He said that he would call us.
When will he call? You always claim to know everything, so tell me when. When, Robert? When will he call? Tell me.
I told you I don't know. He just said he would call. We must wait for the call.
Why do you always take everything so easy? Like nothing has happened. I don't know what you're made of. Bloody stone or what? Our daughter is kidnapped. God only knows what she is suffering.
God, woman, she's my daughter too. Don't you think I'm suffering just like you? I'm as worried as you are, my love. We must be strong now and pray for her safe return to us. Don't worry, darling. Everything will be all right.
Are we going to pay the ransom?
I will make the call.
No cricket for me this weekend, I'm afraid. Hello. Just one moment, please.
Mr. Pearson. This is Mr. Jameson.
Julia's father.
Mr. Jameson, yes. How are you coping?
We're doing as well as expected. Very worried. Any news about our daughter?
Yes, Mr. Jameson. Our agents are negotiating with the kidnappers.
As we speak. And we are hoping to reach a favourable resolution soon.
Mr. Pearson, a favourable resolution might take too long. I know you're all doing the best you can. Governments are too slow when it comes to paying. We want Julia back as soon as possible, and we're ready to pay the ransom. So just tell us how we can do this.
Mr. Jameson, with all due respect, you don't know what you're dealing with here. These gangsters are clever and ruthless. If we show them immediate willingness to pay the ransom, they will blackmail us into paying a higher figure.
Blackmail us? We are blackmailed already!
Mr. Jameson, please calm down. This is not our first time dealing with such matters. We are dealing with this matter the right and the correct way.
The right and correct way? That'll make a good headline should anything happen to our Julia. Are we clear?
Mr. Jameson, yes, but talking with the press will be counterproductive. We are nearing the end now. Please, just have some more patience. We will be in contact soon and keep you posted. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yes? Is it morning?
I'm sorry. I should let you sleep.
No. I slept practically the whole day yesterday. That smells good.
You need sleep.
Yes, but I can't stay in bed all the time.
I thought about this. Я могу выносить тебя во двор, чтобы ты завтракала с видом на горы.
A couple of days ago, I never wanted to see them again.
You look much better, Julia. Antibiotics have worked, but that not mean you stop taking them. Now, do you want to wash first or eat?
Eat. I'm starving.
You're getting better. I'm sorry. I don't have milk. We have to wait for Azamat.
Your friend?
Yes. And I promise he will not to bring gang of bad boys with him.
Ruslan, I am sorry.
Please. Your worry, understandable.
Have you been friends long?
Yes. Since we were children. He the best viola player in Respublika. But now he works as a truck driver.
Why?
He has to eat. And who wants viola player or a violinist in liberated Russia? Тамада, я вас приветствую. Я думал, что хижина свободна и решил провести здесь лето, если вы не против. Тамада. Хашисиес. Тамада, я прошу, извините меня. Тамада, я прошу, извините меня.
Немедленно прекратите!
Зайди в дом! Зайди в дом, я тебе сказал!
Ту напазима. Шагуамя унер апашжа.
Why you come out? You shame me in front of elder. You Western girls have no manners, no manners.
But Ruslan, he was beating you, and you just accepted it. Why? Who is he?
You not understand. He is an elder. I cannot fight an elder. Oh, but you I explain.
Excuse me. Maybe I don't understand your traditions, but no man should be allowed to beat another man, and if those are your traditions, then they are stupid.
Stupid? Stupid, you say? What do you know of our tradition to say they are stupid?
I know that you would take a beating just because he was older. And I know that you would let me catch a death of cold by wearing a wet bra, then demean your manhood by hanging it out to dry.
It is a matter of respect.
You mean you'd rather respect me by dying of pneumonia than prevent it by drying my underwear?
You are not dying of pneumonia.
Well, perhaps you wish I were. So you could bury me very respectfully, of course, and go back to your solitude with no one to disturb your holy silence.
You are impossible.
Ruslan!
Yes.
I said some stupid things. Hurtful. I'm very sorry.
Thank you. It is difficult explaining Habze to foreigners.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Me hurt? No. He was an old man. No power in stick, but much power in words.
And mine too. I'm very sorry.
You okay standing?
It's a bit uncomfortable.
Careful. Better?
Yes, thank you. It is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I offended you, didn't I?
No. You can't be expected to understand what happens here.
Tell me. Why were you so angry at me?
No. It was about the whole mess. A few years ago, I would have a career. So would Azamat. But now he drives truck. And what do? Play my violin to amuse mountains. In the Soviet times, there was order. We knew where we were. Artists had an honored place in society. Regions lived in peace together. Communism was good for us.
And 40 million people died under Stalin, not counting the war.
Stalin died 40 years ago, for God's sake. Since him, things get better all the time, until we have capitalism. How does it help me if we have a dozen billionaires in Moscow, while musicians, actors, poets drive trucks and work in bazaar?
It doesn't have to be like that.
But that's how it is.
It sounds like escapism to me. Under capitalism, if you work hard, you can improve your life. You, on the other hand, were born to rely on the state to give you houses, to feed you, to make you lazy.
Well, excuse me. And your system makes a few millionaires, and the rest, the majority, maybe starve or steal. Anyway, why you came here? Why you not stay in your comfortable home? Ты мне хочешь сказать, ты приехала делать добро? Тебе нравится гладить головы покойников?
No, I came here so there would be fewer corpses.
Julia.
No!
Julia.
Oh! I can manage!
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
It's not all right. I'm behaving like a child.
No. Like a woman who's been to hell and back and who's still in pain. And who has just been hurt again by my words. And I'm very sorry.
But I was over the top. I mean, I was too extreme in my reaction.
It's all right. We talk about nations and how they should learn to live with each other like it is easy. There are just two of us here, and we're not making a good job of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we?
No. But we seem to be improving.
Yes. I hope we continue to improve. But now, will you let me carry you inside? You should rest.
Ruslan! Ruslan!
Yes! It's all right!
Sorry, I did not think you'd be awake so early.
It's okay, I was just worried, that's all.
You thought I ran away?
No! I just didn't know.
I want to make this one in English.
A crutch.
Yeah, a crutch, so you can walk. But look what I got. You see? We just need to make soft and, excuse me, and that I fix. Okay. Okay. Soft. Try? Yeah.
It's perfect. I'll just walk back to Moscow now. Bye. Sazamat. I don't want him to see me like this. Thank you.
Дальше. Садись, подожди. Сейчас я, короче, познакомлю тебя. Хорошо?
Давай.
Хорошо. He brought you some clothes and washing things.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can I come and thank him once I'm dressed?
Of course you can. We wait for you. Ну, она очень западная. Понимаешь меня?
Нет, не понимаю.
Ну, понимаешь, у нее очень много своего мнения.
А, ты имеешь в виду, что она не смотрит тебе в рот и не кивает на каждое твое слово?
Да нет, нет. Она очень сильная. Очень.
А что в этом плохого? Ты хочешь себе слабого человека?
Нет. Кто вообще говорит, что я хочу?
Я говорю, Руслан, тебе нужна толковая женщина.
Конечно, ты знаешь, какая мне нужна женщина.
Знаешь что? Ты-то уж точно не знаешь.
Она идет. It's very good. Okay, Julie, this is my friend, Azamat.
And this is Julia.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Enjoy you.
Sit down, please.
Thank you.
But those aren't the clothes I bought, are they?
Yes?
They were just cheap clothes. They look at $1 million on you.
Oh, thank you. I feel so much better.
Everything was specified by Ruslan. That's true, isn't it?
Ну, заказал, ну.
Everything.
Well, thank you. I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Don't worry. Ruslan paid for it all. Spare no expense, he said.
Well, thank you. But how did you get the size? Everything fits exactly.
It was Ruslan too. Described you perfectly, down to the last centimeter.
Azamat,
okay. I'm joking. He does say that you are the same size as Sati.
Who is Sati?
Oh.
You haven't told her about Sati? How can anyone who knows Sati avoid talking about her all the time?
Sati is fiancé.
Yeah.
Oh. You never said. Well, congratulations, Ruslan.
Oh, no. Fiancé of Azamat.
Sati is a short for Satinai. She's the love of my life.
Okay, I'll make some tea.
English tea or Kabardian tea?
Of course, English.
Now, tell me about Sati.
What there to say? Except she's the most beautiful woman in the world.
And when are you getting married?
In 4 days, 8 hours, 3 minutes, And 5 seconds. And you, of course, are invited to the wedding.
Thank you.
They will not wait any longer.
They'll have to if they want any money.
How much?
The most that can be raised is $100,000.
That's not enough.
If you want to wait for a few weeks, we could try and raise some more by a public appeal.
All that would buy would be her corpse. We know what you are trying to do. You believe the Russians will find her in Grozny. Well, they never will. She's not there.
So, where is she?
We do not know, and that is the truth. They will not tell me in case you were foolish enough to arrest me, torture me.
We wouldn't do that.
You may not, but he would. Well, when you will have the money?
In 2 days.
Shida Bakhko. Ridiculous. Tomorrow, or you can forget it.
Impossible. The money has to be brought from London and Paris.
Planes take 3 or 4 hours to Moscow.
All right. I'll try for tomorrow. But it'll have to be in the afternoon, say 5 o'clock.
Very well. Not a minute later. Voila.
There is something wrong. They are agreeing too quickly for a little money.
Why is that, do you think?
Not sure. Maybe she's dead.
Are you sure your leg is well enough for journey?
Yes. Strange. I'm leaving to go home and I feel a little sad. When I first woke up here, I never would have imagined that.
It is a beautiful place.
Yes, it is. I should like to say, in case I don't have the opportunity later, how grateful I am for all you have done. Thank you very much.
It was my duty.
I know. I know I was your guest, and I respect that, of course. And it is also my duty to thank you, my captor, if you like. But I thank you because I want to. You have been most kind and sensitive.
Julia,
Yes?
Hello there.
They arrived.
I hate this. Giving the money to a little bastard like that.
We'll try to get it back, of course. We'll keep our eye on him. And as soon as we get the girl, we'll arrest him.
You think they haven't thought of that? They'll have something up their sleeves.
О, добрый день, присаживайтесь.
Они здесь.
Как только мы увидим девушку, вы получите деньги.
Not a chance. I take the money, and 1 hour later, the girl will be released in Vladikavkaz.
You think we're going to trust you to do that?
You don't have any choice.
Что здесь происходит?
The rest of the money has arrived.
What do you mean?
There was a delay in Paris. We were 30,000 short, but the rest of the money's here now.
You bastards! You killed the girl now!
I don't think so. At this moment, she's drinking a cup of tea in a police station in Nalchik.
Stay.
That was a close call.
Let's go down to Nalchik.
I am delighted to meet you. My name's Johnny Sims. I'm from the British Embassy in Moscow, and this is Ivan Ivanovich from the Russian Interior Ministry.
Pleased to meet you.
My pleasure.
You must have had a rough time.
Yes. But I'm fine now.
Excellent. Now, I've spoken to your doctor, and he says you're well enough to travel. That's great. There's a plane leaving for Moscow in a few hours, and before you know it, you'll be in London. Certainly in time for breakfast tomorrow.
No, I won't. I have a wedding to go to tomorrow.
A wedding?
Yes.
Where? I mean...
Here. A friend in Nalchik.
That is out of the question, I'm afraid. The protocol in these matters is very clear. We get you on the first available plane out of here. Now, my friend here
Mr.
will...
Simmons, you did not find me, nor did the Russian police. I was found, cared for, a shrapnel wound healed by two incredibly sensitive and gallant Kabardian gentlemen. One of them is getting married tomorrow, and the other is playing the violin for him at that wedding. There is absolutely no way I am going to miss it. Is that understood?
I shall have to clear it with the embassy first.
I understand. But please, make it clear to them that I should hate to say at the inevitable press conference that the only distress I suffered, apart from the kidnapping itself, was from a British diplomat and a Russian policeman.
I shall put that point to the embassy. The hospital did say you could stay here. We will, of course, put a police guard on the door.
There's no need. I've been invited to stay with the bride's family.
I beg you to be reasonable. The embassy, if they agree to you attending this wedding, will inevitably make me personally responsible for you. Now, I can't possibly allow you to stay in a private house unguarded. Now, if you insist, I'll book you into a hotel room. I must stay with you at all times.
What? In the same room?
No. I mean, there will, of course, be a police guard outside the door, and I'll be close by, but I won't actually be in the room with you, no.
I should think not. I'm sorry, Mr. Simmons. I'm giving you a hard time, aren't I? I bet you're half regretting I turned up.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far.
Okay. Truce. I will stay in the hotel room, adequately guarded from kidnappers and diplomats, and you will allow me to go to the wedding tomorrow.
Okay, if the embassy agrees. Do you think I might be able to accompany you? That would reassure them.
I will ask my friend, but I'm sure it'll be all right. I shall be accompanied by the other friend. He's already asked me.
It seems you had a very agreeable kidnapping.
No, it was horrible. But after I escaped, it was, as you say, very agreeable.
Hello?
Mrs. Jameson, I am happy to tell you that your daughter Julia is free. Mr. Jameson, this is Richard Pearson. Your daughter is now in hospital in Nalchik for routine checkup. She's apparently quite fine. She cannot call you at the moment because communications are rather poor from the Caucasus. But she'll be flying home in a few days. And we've recovered all the money.
Thank you, sir.
Почему я здесь? Я ни в чем не виноват.
Новость есть для тебя. Мы знаем, откуда твое ранение. Мы знаем, что это твоя пуля убила нашего человека. Он убит. Мы похоронили твоих друзей. Думаю, похороним тебя тоже. Я слежу за этим. За таких, как ты. Народ не любит кавказцев.
This is such a contrast to the suffering I saw in Chechnya. I can't believe the two places are so close to each other.
That suffering has gone on for centuries, and not only in Chechnya, but we have kept our culture, our music and dancing and poetry. That is the cement that has held us together and will hold us together forever.
Even if musicians are out of work?
Julie, in 19th century, a large proportion of Cherkess were deported to the Ottoman Empire. The men were conscripted into the Turkish army, and the women. That was serious. But my grandfather found his way back, and here we are again. I'll find a way.
I'm sure you will.
He's very fine.
Yes.
And very handsome.
I'll tell him if you like.
I didn't mean. But you must have got to know him quite well, just the two of you in that little hut up on the mountains.
I don't know what you're implying, Mr. Simmons, but Ruslan slept outside the hut every night, wrapped in his burqa. He showed me great respect without ever asking for anything in return. It's wonderful.
Thank you. The first time it had an audience. I composed and arranged it with Azamat only a few weeks ago.
Composed it?
Yes. I'd come to a decision. I decided to compose and arrange music based on Kabardine themes.
Ruslan, that's great.
I will form a small orchestra and try to tour. Maybe even to the West.
Will you let me help?
It would be a great honor if you would.
I wish we were still on the mountain.
We could be. I have my motorbike very close.
Wait, just a minute. Azamat! I need your help. We need your help.
We?
Ruslan and I.
You mean...
You know what I mean. We want to go back to the mountain just for a few days, but I have to get away from him.
I'll keep him busy for a while.
Have you got a pen? I want you to give him a note, but wait until we're gone.
Okay.
And wait until he gets really agitated, okay? Give us as much time as you can.
Leave it to me. Excuse me, Mr. Simmons. It would be an honor for us if you would join us to the dance.
Oh, sorry, I really don't know how.
Don't worry, we'll show you.
This is your bike?
Yes.
Where do I sit?
No. This is place for my violin.
Mr. Simmons, are you looking for Julia?
Yes, I am.
Sir, don't be angry. She's very happy. She asked me to give you this.
Please do not be angry with me. I have gone away with Ruslan just for a few days. I promise I will come back and go to England. Sorry if this causes you trouble, but perhaps you could work out how we can get a visa for Ruslan and a small Kabardinian orchestra. Thank you for everything, Julia.
Oh, what the hell? Let's dance! Good idea!
Thank you.